Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. Let's look at Kulr stock. Let's go to the subreddit. I'm assuming this was a short squeeze, which I told you guys, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not going to short it anymore. I'm not going to hold overnight any short positions because you don't want to get caught. I believe this was a short squeeze. There's no reason for this to move 20% on its own. That doesn't make sense. Unless buyers just completely blew their wad again. The problem with buyers blowing their wad is they blow their wad here on this big green candle and then it just comes down lower. That's what's been happening. So it's nothing to get excited about. That's all I'm going to say with regards to that. Let's see if the Kulr subreddit has updated anything. But I don't see, there's no news or anything. Yeah, there's been no... That Kulr subreddit is pretty much dead. Yeah, no, there's no news for this. The volume is pretty much the same as back here when buyers showed up to buy the dip. You can see the volume was at 11 million, and so this was what, 12 million. So it's not. I think this was just buyers showing up again. I could see it. I could see this going back to 7, and then from there it would have to break 7 to close that gap to 8.97. But that's I don't see that happening without a catalyst. Without a catalyst, it just doesn't really make those kinds of moves. You can see here, I mean, it's just been tanking slowly but surely, bleeding out with some pumps along the way. So, I mean, you can't deny that, right? Like, you see what I see, that you're not stupid. You see that it's slowly been bleeding out. There are pump money to be made for traders, but not for longs. Longs get destroyed every single time. That's what I'm seeing, at least, over the long term. Stock that just keeps falling. I guess you could maybe even do that. But either way, maybe I need to look at the higher time frame to see if there's a pattern. There might be a pattern here. Let me see the weekly. Maybe the weekly will reveal a pattern that I'm not seeing. What, this? No, that's the descending wedge, which we did break down below. So yeah, our big resistance level is going to be the $9 range if it comes back up there. Because you can see the 200 WMA weekly is acting as resistance. So that's going to be big resistance here. We would need a catalyst to break above that, or else we're just going to, we'll maybe tease it and then come right back down lower. So I don't think it's anything to get excited about. I mean, people, how people are. They're excited. Oh my God, 20%, woo! But like, dude, it dropped like 40%. So, like, it dropped 40%, and you're excited about it recovering a little bit of that. That's just silly. That's absolute. So it had to hold $5 as well, because if it didn't hold 5, it was just gonna go to 4. I mean, look at our big levels here. Yeah, it had to hold that. There's a gap here as well. So yeah, it would have just gone to 3. Damn, it had to hold there. That's interesting. Yeah, it has to hold 5s or it just comes right back down. So again, it's nothing to get excited about. Like, oh, it moved 20% after dropping like 50%. That's nothing to get excited about. What would be exciting is if it can get back above that purple line on the weekly time frame. Because obviously the higher the time frame, the bigger the resistance level. This is going to act as a hard line in the sand. The last time we broke above it, here it acted as resistance, but we broke above it here and we just went on a huge tear, and it acted as support here. And so it's going to be a very big level to have to get over, that purple line in the sand. The purple line can be your friend. Don't get me wrong, and you can go to, not in video, which one is it, Hims? You can go to Hims, and you can see the purple line is your friend. Every time this stock comes down to the purple line, near it, under it, it always rallies, always rallies, always rallies, always rallies. And we happened again recently, rallied. So the purple line can be your buddy. But when you're on the other side, coming up from underneath it, it's not your best friend if you're long. If anything, it's a short opportunity. So this is going to act as big resistance. So unless they're going to drop a catalyst soon, and this is just the beginning of a big run, I don't see it happening. Those are my thoughts. That's my thoughts on it. That's it for the video.